What if one night the spider and the bat joined forces? What if one night the spider stopped joking and the bat started laughing? What if one night the spider and the bat were going after you? Honestly, if I was put in a situation like this, I would cease to occupy this realm of existence. But the reason I drew such a horrifying scenario is because Batman Day passed recently. And to make my drawing for the celebration interesting, I wanted to feature a crossover guest. If you have been following me, Aziz Draws, for a while, you know I have drawn Spider-Man numerous times, within the past year even. Last month I drew Spider-Man in the brand new day suit because, well, have you seen it? It is amazing. Spectacular even. One could argue that this is the ultimate live-action suit. The suit translates comic accuracy so well, the set photos had me thinking I'm looking at Alex Ross illustrations, an artist that may or may not have a significant influence on my art style. Even before the drawing, I gave the Marvel Rivals suit design a try. While it's a different take, I actually grew to like the direction they went with this suit. And I appreciated it even more when I started referencing it while drawing. Shout out to the creative team on that game, they had some really cool ideas regarding the art direction for Rivals. Too bad that game is top tier rage bait. Even before that drawing, my most viewed video at the moment is a tutorial explaining how I use gradient maps with the subject being, you guessed it,
Spider-Man.
Despite all the opportunities I have, seldom do I use them to draw Spider-Man with the black suit on. So I felt a Batman and Black Suit Spider-Man duo would be a captivating idea to draw for Batman Day. But then it hit me. What if both Spider-Man and Batman had the black suit on? Batman is another character I've drawn a number of times. I believe the last time I illustrated the Cape Crusader was for last year's Batman Day. I decided to draw the absolute version of the character, for that was around the same time the comic series was getting ready to release. Speaking of absolute, Batman might need the black suit considering the rogues gallery he has. I mean, have y'all seen the Joker? You can't be serious right now. This is terrifying. He's not joking. Anyway, I personally haven't had the chance to read any of the absolute stories, but with the census being overall positive, I would like to give it a shot at some point. Funnily enough, this would be the second time I have done a crossover drawing with Batman and another character. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you may remember that I did a Danny Phantom drawing with Batman lurking behind him, catching the ghost off guard. I like the idea of Batman being such a master of stealth that Danny didn't even notice his presence. Aside from the initial startle, I don't think they would have a super confrontational encounter, both being on the side of good and whatnot. But I wouldn't mind reading an issue or two of them having an adventure. This drawing was also done for Batman Day of that year, 2022. But let's return to the present crossover, shall we? For the costume, I try not to overthink the suit design of a theoretical black suit Batman. I pretty much applied the design elements of Spidey's black suit and swapped the spider emblem with the bat emblem. The black suit is essentially a silhouette, so there was no reason to try and change that, especially for Batman, a man employed as a full-time shadow. There were various poses and scenarios I sketched out for these characters, but out of the 9+ thumbnail sketches I made, Sketch 8 had the majority vote. Sketch 8 definitely has a comic book cover composition vibe, so I can understand its appeal. The nice and convenient part of the illustration process is that both of these characters just so happen to be my comfort characters, and with the even simpler design of the black suits, I could focus more on anatomy, shape language, and overall composition. To help with the readability of dark subjects occupying a dark backdrop, I took inspiration from the Dark Knight Returns cover and the intro for Batman the Animated Series, adding lightning as the main source of light for the drawing. I believe this was also when I decided to animate my drawing to get in those sweet impressions on social media for my dopamine fix. For the secondary light source, I chose red in reference to the way the symbiote is colored in the 90s cartoon when bonded with Eddie Brock. Red and blue are also colors that are commonly used for Spidey and Batman, respectively. To add a bit more intrigue to the animation, I just added some simple rain lines, matching the intended perspective, and then I took my animated frames into DaVinci for some color grading and glowing effects for the lightning. Now, we have one of the most terrifying POVs of someone who littered at the wrong time of night. Let me know what you guys think of this drawing though, and heck, give me some more suggestions on which characters you would like to have as a crossover drawing. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't loiter, don't litter, don't commit crime. You know why. I hope to see you next time.